For latest astrology videos, subscribe AstroEdify channel and press this bell icon to get notified when a new video goes live.
Hello everybody, welcome to AstroEdify. Today we are going to talk about Mercury in 4th house. General results, what we can see for Mercury in 4th, good and bad both, we are going to talk about that today. So let's start this video. If you want to book a consultation for yourself, you can go on this website. The link is given in the description. And for people who are interested in philosophy, spirituality and religious studies, I have already started 2 new channels in Hindi as well as English. Their links are given in the card section above as well as in the description below. We discuss multiple topics about deep questions of philosophy like who am I, is there any God, is there any free will, is there any meaning or purpose of life. These big questions from various perspectives, from various angles of different schools of philosophy. So we are currently discussing Advaita Vedanta. We will also take into account other schools of philosophies, Eastern as well as Western. So if you are interested in such topics, I request you to subscribe to those channels and watch those videos. You will learn a lot of new things too. Get your answers regarding these big questions. So let's come back to the topic and talk about Mercury in 4th house. So first thing we are going to discuss is what kind of good results Mercury can bring in 4th. So see, Mercury in 4th house, first condition, by good I mean that it is in its own sign, exaltation sign, friendly signs. It is in relation with Kendra or Trikona lords and the zodiac sign in which it is sitting. The lord of that sign is well placed in the chart. And sun, moon and ascendant lord must be strong or well placed in the chart because they control the inherent fundamental strength of the entire horoscope. If they are weak, then no other planets can control, no other planets can give expected results even if they are well placed. So sun, moon and lagna lord, they must be suitably placed. Now if these situations are happening, then we will consider that Mercury is well placed and it has capability to give good results in life. So first thing here is that if Mercury is well placed in the chart, then it can make person either logical or rational or emotional or imaginative. That depends extremely on the zodiac sign in which Mercury is sitting and the condition of the moon. So moon and the zodiac sign of Mercury, that tells us that what kind of mental pattern it's going to bring. More logically driven, rational, skeptical person or a more emotional, imaginative, creative, artistic person. Both the situations are possible. So let's suppose if Mercury is in signs or in water signs, or it is in signs of Venus, or it is in Gemini, then it can highly show us that it can take person more towards the emotional, imaginative, creative, artistic side. And if it is in other signs like it is in Virgo or in own signs, or it is in the sign of fire signs, or in the sign of Jupiter, then it can show that yes, it can also take person more towards the attitude of logical, rational, skeptical worldview as well. Or Saturn signs, even Saturn is also a skeptical, rational planet. So that can be seen. But in general, Mercury in 4th house can show us that if it is well placed, it is very good for learning, education, creativity, intelligence, innovation. It also brings a good sense of emotional, psychological understanding of other people. You are in, it's like a good EQ. Emotional quotient of the person is also good along with the IQ. So both the aspects can be seen that you have capability not only to just exhibit your intelligence levels in a good sense, but also you can understand the emotions and feelings and the behavioral patterns of other people as well. So that can be seen. It can also show good levels of self-awareness. Then Mercury in 4th house can make person somewhat controlling. If it is with Mars, Ketu or Sun, then it will be on a higher side, but it can make some person somewhat controlling, anxious, somewhat insecure and agitated, and it makes person, it is difficult for the person to handle powerlessness and vulnerability. So that is one thing. No matter how good your Mercury is, it can bring this kind of attitude in 4th sometimes. Then it can also show some people pleasing, social validation attitude, not to a scale where you lose your self-worth and self-dignity and lose your self-respect, but yes, social validation, approval of people, appreciation from people matters to a certain extent. Then It also shows fourth house is your mother. So if fourth house and Mercury are is strong, then it can show closeness to mother. With it, there might be some initial age disputes or arguments sometimes, but it shows closeness to mother. And it is very good for material progress. You have to see other yogas, of course, but yes, because it looks at your 10th house of career and profession, then Mercury and other combinations are good. Then it can show that it can give you material progress and success in life. Fourth house is vehicles and properties. So Mercury in fourth house, if such combinations are there, then it can give properties, vehicles, inheritances, good career, finances, financial progress and stability. It also shows a person who has good family relations, or a general peaceful environment, or a supportive family environment where you thrive well, emotionally, materially, socially, in every aspect. Then there are certain areas or fields for which Mercury is quite favorable if it is in fourth. You have to see the yogas for that. But there are certain fields like management, healthcare, life science, psychology, fitness, all kind of creative artistic fields like acting, dance, drama, filmmaking, design of all kinds, fashion design, interior design, graphic design, any kind of thing. Then it is good for all kind of fine arts, writing, mass communication, media, civil engineering, architecture, transportation, hospitality, food and agriculture, real estate sector, infrastructure sector. If anybody has a family business, then it can show family business is also favorable. Clothing sector, textile industry, home decor areas, home anything which is related to like home appliances, that can be seen. So these are certain fields. You have to see yogas for that. But in fourth house, Mercury is considered very good. If it is well placed, the more strong, the more good yogas it makes, it can fetch quite brilliant results in life. So we have seen the good yogas, good aspects of Mercury in fourth. Now we'll talk about if Mercury is badly placed or making doshas. So by this I mean that Mercury is in enemy signs and it is debilitated, but no cancellation of debilitation is happening. Then it is hemmed between malefics, like a strong Papkartri yoga is happening. Then it is in relation with 6th, 8th or 12th lords, and by being in enemy signs it is retrograde or completely combust, or it is afflicted by Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu negatively in the chart, and Lagna lord, sun and moon are badly placed in the chart, and the zodiac sign in which Mercury is sitting, the lord of that sign is not good. Though it means that Mercury will lose their strength, the more of these situations which I described, the more these situations are going to be manifesting in the chart, the more problems Mercury will have in life. Means it will throw more challenges in life according to the placement. But what kind of general results we can see, that I'm going to tell, and treat it as a source of information. Don't jump to conclusions. See the chart in entirety and then see that, okay, this is how a particular planet can function in one's respective chart. So if Mercury is weak and afflicted and making negative combinations, then one thing, there are several things, but what it can show, because fourth house is your mind, Mercury is your brain and thinking pattern, so it can show high mental instability, mood swings, fear, anxiety, depression, no concentration, attention deficit is very much there, impatience, impractical approach, irrationality sometimes. A person is most of the times lost in fantasies, misdirection, cluelessness, no decision making. You are easily influenced by other people. Blames for your own mistakes, find excuses, and what you can say, throw blames on other people or situations for own faults and failures. It can also make person highly insecure, jealous, immature, tendency to live in the past and hold grudges, vindictive, vengeful nature, sheer dissatisfaction, no peace, no satisfaction in life, tendency to leave things in between. Means either you don't start anything easily, and even if you start something, don't end up completing it. So you leave things in between, and hopelessness can be seen, narcissism can be seen if Sun and Mars or Ketu are bad, then it can show that. Toxic behavior can be seen if Mercury is damaged. All kinds of mental problems can be seen, all kinds. If the more negative combinations, it can show mental disorders also, or personality disorders also. Then it can give troubles to the family or with the family members, particularly mother or siblings. Mercury represents your friends and siblings, and fourth house is your mother. So troubles to the family or troubles with the family members, particularly mother or your friends, or the house lord which Mercury governs. Let's suppose if Mercury is seventh lord, so it can show troubles with the partner also. Then it can bring challenges in education, career, income, finances. Your own bad decisions tend to create a lot of problems for yourself in life, and ego derivation from other people, family, like a person who is like saying that, okay, my father is so and so, my family is so and so, but who are you exactly? So that kind of thing that can be seen, that negative ego derivation from other family members or acquaintances can be seen. It can make person control freak or arrogant or insensitive, because Mercury is emotions, logic, and fourth house is emotions. So it can make person somewhat emotionally insensitive or reclusive, or very poor in emotional expression. Then Mercury and Sun and Mars, if they are not well placed, then it can bring attention seeking, dramatic nature, manipulation, or sadism sometimes as well. So obviously fourth house is a very crucial vulnerable placement for Mercury. It has capability to give excellent results, like I talked about. At the same time, it has capability to bring negative results as well. So you have to see that, okay, how this planet is functioning in the chart. I'll give you two examples. One is Shah Rukh Khan. He has Mercury, Mars, Ketu in fourth house. Mercury is very well placed for Leo ascendant. So all kind of good results which Mercury I talked about, he has in his life. And a negative result, negative example, like Ted Bundy. He was a notorious criminal in US, a serial killer, and he also had a Leo ascendant. And same thing, fourth house, Mercury, Mars, and 5-6 planets in fourth house are there. So if you see, there is a contrasting viewpoints, that same placement, same ascendant is giving two different, entirely different results. One is giving extremely good results in his life, like in case of Shah Rukh Khan, and in case of the other person, it's making him a notorious serial killer. So that is how you have to understand and see that, okay, I don't have to jump to conclusions. I have to understand from a learning perspective, and see that, okay, this is how a planet can function. It is dynamic. It has capability to give results on a wide span of area. So you just have to see from chart to chart that, okay, this is what can be expected in combination with other planets, what are influencing that. So that is all from my end today regarding Mercury in fourth house. Hope you've understood what kind of results we can expect, good and bad both. That's all from my end. If you are new to my channel, subscribe below. For more, check on my website, Facebook page, Instagram. Their links are given in description. Otherwise, we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye and thank you.